Pokemon Masters, Toby here, and welcome to Paldea Week with a new video every single day to celebrate the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Also, to celebrate the release, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of a copy of Pokemon Scarlet and a copy of Pokemon Violet. All you got to do, leave a comment on this video with your thoughts about it. Do not click a link if someone replies to you with a link to say, hey, well done, you've won. It's not me. I'm not replying with links. I will reply with a comment saying that you've won, and I will announce it in the live stream, the giveaway, but I'm never going to send you a link. Please check the name. There's a lot of bots going around. I'm trying to get rid of them, but they come back faster than I can get rid of them. It's a mystery. Speaking of mysteries, this video is about 5 mysteries that I'm looking forward to seeing solved when we finally get Scarlet and Violet, and that I'm hoping will get revealed anyway. Just quickly though, to go alongside that, if you would like to support this channel in any way and get yourself something cool as a gift for yourself or a friend, maybe for the holidays, check out the new Tree of Evolution. Right now, there isn't anything on there. Don't worry, I've seen the artwork that the last shaman's been working on with all of the old creatures on there, and I am very excited, but we're gonna catalog every single new species, add them to the Tree of Evolution. Of course, that link is in the description if you want to get your pre-orders in now. First of all, pre-orders, you got a chance of winning a little something extra with your pre-order, and second of all, you're more likely to get it before the end of the year. I'm not allowed to say guarantee, but almost definitely you'll get yours by the end of the year. But I can't say guarantee. Can't guarantee. I really just shouldn't set the expectations there. But yeah, for the holiday is the idea. So use that link in the description, get your pre-orders in now, and thank you so much for supporting me and the Last Shaman. Right, number 1, let's begin with, what's the deal with champions? Geeta appears to be the champion of this region. And can I just say, I love her design. I think this character looks absolutely magnificent. Real champion. A champion among other champions, though, perhaps, because according to the Pokemon website, Geeta is the chairwoman of the Pokemon League. She helps run the Pokemon Gym system, but also she, among the region's champions, ranks supreme. Sorry, amongst the region's champions? Implying more than one champion in the Paldea region? I'm hoping this isn't going to be like a weird kind of like cop-out in like in Sword and Shield where the Elite Four are all also gym leaders, or like it's just a gym leader rematch. Like, I hope there are multiple champions, but I have no idea, obviously, at this point. What will Geeta's deal be? If she's the champion of champions, what other champions are in the Paldea region? Any that we already know? Number 2, what exactly is Cyclizar, and how does it turn into Koraidon or Miraidon? I mean, don't get me wrong, I know logistically it's going to be version exclusive, Miraidon to Pokemon Violet and Koraidon to Pokemon Scarlet. That much makes sense. But is this an evolution? Or is it some kind of like future past thing? Is this special for your Cyclizar? Because we know there are people across Paldea with lots of Cyclizars. Why does yours transform when no one else's appears to? Or maybe other people's do. After all, when you play in the multiplayer mode, you can have multiple Koraidon and Miraidon in the same game. Is that to imply there are multiples within each game, or is that just as a result of multiple players coming into one place? It boggles my mind! What is the deal with Cyclizar? Is it an evolution exclusive to the game like Solgaleo or Lunala, or is it something else entirely? Next up, what's the deal with the eyes on the terrestrial Pokemon crown? You know what my thoughts are already. I've kind of already done a theory about this, about what exactly it is, but these eyes, they're not there for nothing. They're not there just for decoration. These eyes belong to someone or something that can see everything in the region. Is that an evil team leader? Is it a legendary Pokemon? Or is it like an Ultra Beast from another dimension? Probably it would be super, wow, what a weird twist if Scarlet and Violet were like, by the way, here's some Ultra Beasts. I'm gonna say, at the minimum though, it is mysterious. Somebody is watching your Pokemon battles, and what exactly are they learning from Pokemon battles? The strategy of every single type? That's a kind of godly power. Is it Arceus? I want to know to whom these eyes belong. Now, next up, and this is kind of an odd one, what's with the time theme? We've seen it both from the original trailer, in which the pages of the book kind of flip back in time before showing us Scarlet and Violet. And obviously we're kind of in a way going back to the beginning with Red and Blue, Scarlet and Violet, and now we've got Koraidon and Miraidon that represent the past and the future. But why? Why have a time theme? I mean, that made sense for Generation 4 that was all about time and space, but is Paldea region about that? Like, what do the terrestrial Pokemon have to do with time? I've obviously heard it explained on Kayla's Capsules channel that the terrestrial transformation is the result of a quantum time crystal, and that's cool and everything, but is there time travel in this game? Do Team Stars have some kind of motivation to do with time travel? If time is in the game, time travel would be the obvious answer, because the whole game is about traveling a big open world region on the back of Koraidon and Miraidon. Traversing is a huge part of what this game is about, and of course exploring. Just why time? It's just something at this point that I'm really not sure about, how that ties into everything. And especially coming off the heels of Pokemon Legends Arceus, in which we literally traveled back in time to deal with the time and space gods, I don't really understand why we're facing that theming like right now. I'm sure the answers, of course, will become clear. So next, what's the deal with the Pokemon that are not regional forms? Wiglet. I'm looking at a Wiglet, knowing it's not a Diglett, but why not? Why not a regional Diglett? We already have Paldean Wooper, why not Paldean Diglett? Why is this so different? Why is it a totally different species of Pokemon? Now, I have my theory, which is that the Paldean forms, the regional variants, evolve from each other and branch out at different points, but they're still very closely related. Whereas what we're seeing here is more of a Batian mimicry or convergent evolution, where the creatures have evolved entirely separately of each other, and they just happen to look alike. And that's totally fine. I guess I'm wondering why it's so prevalent in the Paldea region, and are there any other older Pokemon that they might retrofit to go along with this kind of line? But I'm just curious as to why they introduced this now, because it could have easily just been a Paldean Diglett, like why they decided to take that gimmick and split it into two new separate ideas. It's interesting, I love it, it makes the world feel more full, I guess I want to know why. Another mystery, which we'll know within a week, is who's trying to destroy the world this time? Because there's no way it's Team Stars. Team Stars seem like Team Yell, or they seem like Team Skull. They are not the world-destroying type. So the question then is who? There have been so many names suggested as potential villains. Penny, the rival character, perhaps Churro or Sada, the professors, or perhaps the chairman of the kind of school in general, the guy with all the Premier Balls. There's been a lot of speculation that any of these characters might be true villains behind the thing, and I think we've had the kind of Chairman Rose, Losermine, it kind of become expected a little bit that one of the good characters will become bad, so I'm almost hoping that they don't do that. Just because we've had it for a couple generations in a row now, but I also can't see Team Stars as the world destroyers. Then again, what's to say that anyone needs to destroy the world? Maybe it's just not that kind of Pokemon game. And finally, here's the big one that I am the most interested in. Are there any Kalos connections? In the Kalos region, Professor Sycamore first entered the region by way of Kuraway Town. Now, he originally actually came from the Sinnoh region, that's where he studied under Professor Rowan, but the train station in Kuraway Town has a special note from Sycamore as he's entering the region for the first time. Will we get to see the other side of that train station here in Paldea? Will there be any links to Kalos? Kalos was a game that was very much underserved at the time, with no third game or sequel game or anything pushed aside for the sake of the 20th anniversary and Pokemon Sun and Moon. The Zygarde plot went completely incomplete, and yeah, at least for the near future, I think as Pokemon regions go, they're probably not going to do any of the other European countries, I think, too close to France for a while now. I suspect they'll do other regions after this, and so this is probably the last good time to really lock in some Kalos connections, which they didn't really do with the Galar region, which is only across the river, in the ocean, the channel. It's a surprise to me, honestly, that we didn't see more about Kalos in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so I wonder if we'll see anything in Scarlet and Violet. The Galar region did feel very independent of all of the other games, with no returning characters or anything like that. I guess that's a kind of final little tack-on mystery on the end of this. Will we see any returning characters? Because that's not impossible. Sun and Moon had returning characters, but not Sword and Shield. So I wonder if Scarlet and Violet are going to continue that trend. Not. Maybe you'll find out in your copy of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which you can win by leaving a comment down in the comment section down below. Also, while you're down there, hit the link at the top of the description to get in your pre-order, to get yours as early as possible for the new Tree of Evolution featuring every newly discovered species. I cannot wait to show you the final version and to get it out to you and to do all the videos explaining why everything is placed where it's placed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with more Paldea Week. And of course, so hi, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!
A tremendous thank you to those of you who've been supporting this channel year-round on Patreon, but a special thank you to the big patrons of this month, Michael Hornschuch, the Alligator, Jedruben, and Anthony Lee. Thank you.